Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are picking up right where we left off last episode in Kerbal Space Program. This is what I've been calling my hardcore mode, and just to sort of explain that very briefly for those people that might be new, this is basically a stock game with mods to sort of pretty it up and some UI improvements and that kind of thing, but all the parts are new. But what I have done is turn the difficulty to hard, and then for an extra challenge, turn the science accumulation rate down to 30% for some silly reason to just progress slower in the game. But anyway, right now we have Deluxe and Roland and William and Valentina aboard the, thankfully, it's Minmus station. And for those people that caught last week's stream, they'll know why it's called Thankfully It's Minmus. That became a bit of a catchphrase last week as I tried to finagle the various components of this station all together, but together they are. We have ourselves a bunch of fuel, we have ourselves 4 Kerbals, we have ourselves a lander, and we have ourselves some contracts. We have a plant flag on Minmus contract, should be pretty straightforward, and gather surface deployed mystery goo observation science from the surface of Minmus. That is the deployable science equipment that comes from with the Breaking Ground DLC. I also have the Grand Slam seismic accelerometer also aboard, so we'll be getting those down in the surface. And in fact, if we look over here at X Science, this is telling me all the places where I've been on Minmus and done an EVA report, landed, and you can see there's only one. I've only landed on Minmus once in this entire series, so basically I can land in any of these biomes and gather myself all kinds of science. And that's going to be part of this because there's quite a lot of fuel on this station. We can refuel the lander over and over again. This is the vehicle that will take them back, so the lander will stay right where it is. So we should be able to do lots and lots of landings, collect lots and lots of science. As far as other things to go this week, or with this stream, sorry, it's pretty seeing the hills coming up like that. We got into a discussion of relays last week. This station, or this Minmus, I have no relays around Minmus at all. Not that I really need them for this mission, but they're nice to have. And there was a brief discussion about how many relays you need in order to completely cover the surface of the planet. And different numbers are being thrown around, but someone in the comments mentioned, well, really the right answer is 4, because you can set them in a tetrahedral constellation where they go around and they're always in the form of a tetrahedron. Now, all those orbits have to be different. It's actually a pretty complicated setup, but it kind of inspired me. I might kind of go for that. So I'm thinking once maybe I do a landing and come back up, and I'll leave these folks up here. Maybe I'll pop back to the KSC and kind of see if I can set that up. I've never set it up before. I did a little bit of research and a little bit of figuring on my own, and I set up some orbital parameters and I wrote them down, and I think they'll work, but otherwise I'm not really entirely sure. So it might be kind of an adventure. I've never done it before, so we'll see where we get to. Anyway, I think what we need to do though before we get into anything else is I always like to acknowledge my newest YouTube members and Patreon patrons. It's one of the tiny things, inadequate things that I do to thank them. And so welcome aboard Jerry Segura, who is my most recent Patreon patron. Thank you very much, Jerry. And of course, thank you to everybody else who supports this channel directly or indirectly through likes and subscribes and comments and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, I think it's time to get down to the surface. So let's take a look at where we are. So I have landed in the lowlands. Anything else is fine. This is telling me I'm currently over the Midlands. What is... Oh, I know what this is. This is, thankfully, it's Minmus. This is a piece of space debris, but it actually has an engine and a probe body. We're going to use this as an impactor for our seismometer. Why don't I get rid of it for now, because it's just cluttering up the scene here. I think I can just go. I think I'm just going to detach and go. Let's just detach and go. So who's going to be our first crew? We need an engineer and we need a scientist. So I guess that really is going to narrow it down because we have 2 pilots because that was a contract requirement for the station. So I guess it's going to be William and Roland, and then we'll alternate things around. I don't know where they are. Who's down here? That is Valentina. Okay, let's transfer Valentina. Transfer crew, where are you? Into the hitchhiker here. She can kind of relax. Is there anybody in here? It doesn't look like it, so maybe they're all in here now? Yes, it looks like they might be. Okay. They are. So transfer. Whoops. Way down here. I can't move that up. Okay, we'll do it a different way. Where's little? There we go. What do we need again? Roland and William. So William, transfer you up to our lander. And Roland will transfer up to the lander. We should also... Okay, she has the science experiment thing. Have I done that in orbit of Minmus? I actually don't know. Parachute's not going to be of much use, so what I'm going to do is just open up the cargo container here. And, oh, I guess I'll do it this way because I can't. There. I just want to get rid of the parachute. Let's just wait for no reason. We'll put the parachute here. Just remember to bring it back. Okay, let's just detach and get going. We should have everything that we need. So we're on dock. Wrong docking port. There we go. And SAS on, RCS back away a little bit. We need to turn on, I'm sure, some reaction wheels that are hiding in here. Oh, I remember where they are. Did I actually? No, I have not. Okay. They are, I remember burying them underneath this docking port, and they're very awkward, and I should never have done this. This is just dumb. Oh, there's a probe body. That should be it. Yep. Toggle the torque. Reaction wheels are normal. Just wait, pin that for a second. Oh, it is moving very slowly. I must have some additional reaction wheels. Well, you know what? I think this should be fine. Well, maybe not. So let's see if I can find those reaction wheels. I think maybe from now on I won't turn them off. They are high. Okay, that's a probe body. I'm pretty sure I hid them. This is the problem, is I don't remember what I do from one stream to the next. We're off to a great start now. Okay. There's a probe body there. That's the docking port. Oh, maybe that is all there is. Maybe there's no more. The probe body looks like it's on the docking port. Do one last scan. That's just hollow. Okay. Maybe that's all there is. Okay, never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Okay. Now, have we done... I just want to EVA her quickly. And she has the RCS pack-aboard. Yep. Have I done an EVA experiment? Perform EVA science with the science kit around Minmus. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been here. So we're going to find out, see if there's any science associated with this. There is not. Okay, so we've done that. We're going to leave that wing nut behind. And we'll get in here. Now, one experiment that is aboard here, I believe, is the magnetometer. Yes. So, and I don't think I did magnetometer in high space. So, I'm being told to dig the rabbit hole of the tetrahedral constellation. Yeah, it could go really interesting. I've never done it before. So what we're going to do is I'm going to push up my apoapsis right here. Oh, we're still on. There, put it on auto. freeze the best. And the purpose of this is just to get a magnetometer report. I have so much fuel aboard. Let's activate the engine. Like, there's 834 meters per second in the lander, and there's 311 sections in this stage that I can't reuse, so I might as well just use it frivolously. So I think... Oh no, it's going. It just felt like it wasn't going. Is the thrust limiter down really low? Yes, it is. Turn that up a little bit. Okay. I don't see any... For whatever reason... Okay, I think 42 kilometers should be good. For whatever reason... Waterfall's flame effects are really, really inadequate in orbit or about Minmus. I don't know why. I don't think I did put any additional reaction wheels on this. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going up. I think it's 36 kilometers for high space, if I'm not mistaken, and then we'll figure out a landing spot. Again, anywhere but the lowlands is fine. And then we'll get back to the station. Okay, is that high space? Space high over the poles? Yeah, magnetometer report. That's what we want to do. There it goes. Okay, and we'll transmit some of... Yeah, we'll transmit some of it. And then we'll do another one. Let's just wait for it to be complete. 82, 86, and done. Okay. And now we'll collect the other bit. Grab EVA report. She's just gonna grab the data. Download data. Okay. Board. All right. Let's figure out where we're gonna go. So I definitely want to go on the day side. I'm thinking... I can see there's no flats going around, but I'm thinking of coming around over here, and if it turns out that these are not lowlands, I'll do a quick bail. Actually, I should be able to see my old flag. I know how I can tell. There should be a flag here. Here's the flag. And there's also the cheat. And I hope people don't mind me doing the cheat, but if you go into... I gotta find out where it is. Is it under cheats? Make the biomes visible. Yes. Okay, so it doesn't tell you the names of the... Oh my god, that is so bright. Why is that so bright? I don't know. But those are lowlands, so I'm thinking if I come over here, that looks like a different color. So why don't we aim for like around here-ish? I know what I can do. Do all kinds of cheaty mods here. Let's add a waypoint using the Waypoint Manager mod. And we're going to set a location on the map right about there. Don't have to land right on it, but I know if I'm around that, I'll be in a different biome. You can set the altitude to be the same as the terrain. For some reason it moved. I don't care. And we can apply that and save that and even set that as a waypoint. Okay. Let's take these cheats off. There's also a mod out there called, I can get this out, MapSat, which allows you to put mapping satellites and you get great biome maps out of it. But I didn't go there. Now I'm a little worried. I'm a little bit off from there. Let's just get out the biome map one more time. Okay, we're changing our mind. Let's delete that one. And we'll go for over here. All right. Should have guessed that was going to happen as we were coming around. Oops, shoot. Should select that. Boom. Okay, let's get this done. Get a little closer here, so it's very close to where our periapsis is anyway. You can't cheat in a single player game, but it's called the cheat menu. I'm really hoping that once I lose the weight of this, that this lander becomes a little bit more nippy, if you know what I mean. This is very sluggish as it's going around. Oh, coming over a pole, I can see that. All right. We'll go right on the horizon rather than, well, I don't know if it really matters. Oh, there's my impact marker there. You can see that put in there by. I think that's good. Leave that for now. Okay, roll this so that the blue is up. Put this on surface. We'll extend our landing gear. Still have 288 meters per second left in this stage, which there's no way we're going to use it all, so I'm not worried about fuel. Let's get rid of this. Should put that up there. So we are over lowlands right now. So landing here would be bad. I want to see this change to something else. Okay, we're in Midlands. I'm honestly thinking if I see something that looks at all inviting, I'm just gonna punch it and go. Maybe up top here. Not over where that is, but just as long as it looks reasonably flattish below me, I think I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, now it's Highlands. Let's go for the Highlands. Can I be right on top of this hill? Deploy the landing gear ahead of time. The other thing being in hard mode does not provide me with is the ability. Sorry, I'm just gonna pitch up and oh, this thing is sluggish. Just want to kind of go a little bit more this way. Not because of the waypoint, just because it looks a little flatter. But I do not have the ability to quick save. So I do have to remember that. I'm just trying to manipulate myself to the top here. Be a little top of this hill. On a flattish spot. Thankfully it's Minmus though. I don't want to kill so much velocity that I don't clear the hill. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So I keep looking here. But I'm good. Yeah, I know. I have the... Well, I have enough... Yeah, I could do a hop. That's a very good point. I have to... I'm going to lose this stage before I touch down, because I don't want to just land on the engine bell. I actually do want to land with the proper lander, but I do have 834 meters per second left in this fella. So yeah, we can do a hop. I think that's probably a good idea. In fact, I think that's an excellent idea. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the waypoint because I'm clearly not using it. Boop. All right. And just rolling so blue is up. This is my first time with this lander, putting it down. I'm thinking anyway, I'm just gonna punch it and go straight down. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna kill that horizontal velocity, so I'm just watching that. The retrograde McJob. Let's lock it on the retrograde McJob, in fact. Oh, I see an impact marker here, right down below us. So what I'm going to do is, as we get close to the surface, I'm going to kill my relative velocity, or my vertical velocity, ditch this stage, and then land in the lander, trying to conserve as much fuel as I can. Just going to try and go straight up. Don't need that little tuber there no more. All the extra rocks that you see are all coming from the Parallax mod. Coming down super slow. Still got 70 meters per second left in the stage, so it's not like I need that fuel. But I'm thinking I'm under 40 meters from the surface. It looks a little hilly. I think I'm just gonna stage right about now. Uh-oh. Oh no. It had to be something. Okay, stop. So what happened there? I believe what happened there is I staged while that engine was still going, and it kept going. So it just pushed us up. I think that's what happened. I don't think that engine stopped when I staged. And it was just pushing on us. Okay, so we're going up again. Let's again lock on retrograde. It's a little nippier now, so that's good. So we got a little bit of upness there. Coming down just on a quartet of ant engines, providing our thrust for this little lander. And nope, I need a little less fuel than that. A little less throttle and cut. There we go. We're down. Okay, SAS off. We are on the surface. I'm pretty sure I must have put the ladder on an action group. Did I? Of course, I've completely forgotten what my action groups are. What's the action group tool? This. Yes, edit action groups. Do I have extend, retract? No, I don't want that. Lights. RCS, SAS, brake, support. 1, 2. Okay, maybe I just didn't because I don't have the. Okay, fine. Right-clicking it is. All right, you can see we got all kinds of science to do. So we'll do a crew report. Transmit that. Keep an eye on our electricity while we do all this. We'll do a temperature scan. We'll transmit as much as we can because I do not know when's going to be the next time we're going to be back to Kerbal with these folks. Mystery goo. Yep, transmit it. We got a scientist to reset that. Something went boom. That was an awful big boom. We do have the seismic accelerometer thingy that's different from the ground deploy one. Transmitting all that. And we have a material study. I transmit it? I don't think I did. I think I just review data. Transmit that. Yes. Okay. And then we can do all these things again, but this time just keep them. All right. Scientist is Roland. Out you go, Roland. Now, hopefully, this ladder will behave. Let's take the data out. Store it again. Free up the crew report. Ladder seems to be working. I know you can just jump down, but there's something satisfying about the ladder. It's actually much more convenient to get. Okay, take that data. I don't know. You can just use the RCS, but... Oh, I gotta restore it before I can do another one. That's right. Now conduct another one. And grab that. And restore it. And we got this one. The one bit of data here that actually, the one experiment that's not doing anything for me is the magnetometer. It doesn't work on the surface. So I'll try to remember to remove that when we're back. Whee! When we're back at the station. Okay, and then of course she has the EVA report. What visual mods do I use for KSP is asking A120. The whole list is down there in the description. There is a collection. On display now really is, I think, just the Parallax mod. There's also Deferred. Deferred lighting is another one that might be affecting what you're seeing right now. I'm trying to think what else might be. Not a whole lot. I do have the Turd mod, which always makes me giggle, but that's why this is so shiny. That's a texture mod for parts. EVA science. We're going to do a golf swing. I'm glad she's pointing away from the capsule. I didn't even think about that part. Off we go. Somehow the club still makes a swish sound in a vacuum. And I think I got to do a surface sample. Okay, and we'll use RCS and do this the lazy way. Don't forget, we also have to do our store experiments. Now, I just want to very quickly go in here because there's probably more stuff I can transmit. Why can't I see? There we go. Review stored data, so keep that, keep that. Transmit the EVA science experiment. That's a full transmit. Transmit the EVA report. Oh, watch my electricity. Just noticing that. Maybe I'll transmit it later. Transmit this guy, it's not very big. That's the surface sample. Keep, keep, keep. Okay, and we can do one more surface sample. Oh, that's because I'm not unrolling. There we go. And we'll store that there. And then I think I'm done with the science for now. Restore the goo. Thank you. I just jumped. I don't know why I jumped. I meant to enable art. Oh, I got RCS going. Good. Restore the goo. Which is somewhere around here. I must be pushing some sort of shortcut key that keeps putting this on stage view. I'm not sure quite how I'm doing that. Is there, oh, there's still collected data from that too. Jeepers. Okay. Okay, let's get some of this other stuff out of the way. So, RCS off. Let's go back, get ourselves William, who I view as the commander of this mission. I don't know why, but I always put, when it comes to rank, scientists at the bottom. That's probably not fair, but I do it. So William's going to be the one to drop the... And I've forgotten entirely what this vessel is called. Do I call this? What is this vessel called? Because I'm going to put the vessel name on there. Rename. It is the Kantares. The Kantares, of course, the Kantares. But why I put scientists at the bottom of the rank order, I don't know. This is not doing me anything anymore. Okay, flag. So William here is planting the flag. And this is the Kantares. Oops, cap lock on. Which I think I spelled different every time I do it. Let's go that way. Landing 1. And this is William. William and Roland. 2L, 2Ls. Time for more science. Okay. So, what we've got to do is start getting some of this science equipment that's aboard here. I got it stored in various places. So that is a solar panel. No, that's the experiment. That's the seismic thingy. That is the goo thingy. That is a solar panel. So a solar panel is a good thing for... Here, why don't I do it with this way? Open the cargo tab. Cargo tab, that one. Put that over there. Let's see. That is the communication thing. So put that into Roland's inventory. Where's Roland? Roland is here. No, William's inventory. Boom, we can do this. And then we'll put his EVA pack away. So he will deploy that. Anywhere will do. So this is the control unit. And you just press space. Right? Yep. And it should animate. That's always the... Yep, there it goes. And we also have a set of solar panels around here somewhere. Crash right into the thingy. Solar panels. That is... Oh, I got 2 sets of solar panels. Okay. You can only carry 1 at a time. And then we'll get... this, it doesn't matter who deploys it, but you do want engineers to deploy the solar panels because they get a boost. Oh, we got the plant on flag on Minmus contract. That's good. So every step is like a monster step. And then I got another solar panel. I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe I need them both. I don't know. Oh, I gotta come out of construction mode? Yep. Okay, and then we'll get... Eventually I'll get to our scientist, our Roland here. She will do the science equipment stuff. So that includes the mystery goo. Oh, okay. I have to actually take out all of her stuff. There we go. I don't know what the proximity rules here are, but like how close they can be. I bet you it's just within render distance, but they all connect together automatically. Technically, NASA put scientists last as well. It went with the military. Okay, so Yeah, I always think palette engineer scientist. Don't forget the green sandstone before you leave. Yeah, good for a bunch of science. Yes, we'll do a hunt for that for sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Steven. Probably would have forgotten that. Okay, last thing. Is this guy. So the goo experiment will just passively collect science by itself. Whoa, that was a awful wild skip she did. But this experiment we're about to put down, let's get this down. This is the seismometer. It requires an impactor to work. The animations are all very, very cool though. Alright, so let's, I don't know if I need to turn things on or not. I'm always not so sure about that because there is this interact feature. I think it's just for giggles. But just to be sure, we'll interact with that. What? This way. Little taps. Interact with that. Oh, this one's going to be a violent one. I like the way he looks around. Make sure no one's watching before he smacks it on the side. And then this guy. Yeah, okay. I think this is working right. So total power available is 4. Each of these solar panels are producing 2 units of power because I have a level 1 engineer. And I only require 3, which is for this guy, and this guy. So it kind of makes sense, I think. I think it's all working, but we'll go through the rest of these interacts to be sure. Eventually. And then the goo. Alright, and then we'll just leave all this stuff behind. And I do have... Whoa! Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Am I on? No, I'm not on it. Oh, my God. What did she do? What did she do? Okay, I think... I'm hoping I can just stand this up. Retract landing legs. Oh my god, I don't have very strong reaction wheels. Okay, let's retract the ladder. Well done. Just knock everything over. I do have RCS aboard, so we'll try a bit of that. But I'd like to be able to... I am, believe it or not, pushing the S and W keys in there. Okay, take it off of that. It does not want to stand. Let's... do this one more time. No. Okay, we're gonna have to use RCS. So I do have the yaw and pitch and stuff disabled, so I'm gonna have to go through and enable all that in order to get this to work. Hopefully there's enough. I did not put a lot into this. We may have to do a rocket sled trip out of here, but hopefully not. Okay, RCS on. Why is that way? No, that's right. It's not going up, is it? Oh my god. The ladder's not going to do anything for me, like a push? No. Okay, well... that's gonna be fun. Way to go, Roland. So we're gonna have to try and sort of get in here and stand it up, but okay, we'll wait on that. Wait on that, wait on that. Oh my god. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, let's get her back. Her... this and this. And we'll look around for some green sandstone. And again, I am not... no, it's not going to be a rescue mission. These folks are going to get themselves out of here. Now, it might get a little scary because I do not have the ability to quick save, so I don't have the ability to try something stupid and then hope that something disastrous doesn't happen. So, all of these rocks provided by the Parallax mod hides the actual greenstone. So what I'm going to do, again, Alt F12, under breaking ground, under surface feature is surface feature finder. Isn't that it? Do I have to close this? Alt F12. Maybe there's nothing around here. Surface feature scan, enable features. No, I think that should be it. Maybe it's under. Sorry, it might be just under breaking ground. No, it's not under that. Let's tick these all on because I don't know what it is. You're supposed to be getting these big red triangles. Could it be that there's nothing around here? That's weird. Okay. I'm not seeing any indications of any surface features. I'm glad I'm not. I think what we're going to do... I'm just realizing as well, I don't think she can get aboard. Because the hatch is right there. Maybe she can push it up. Go, go, go. 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 He Kerbal. He Kerbal. She Kerbal, actually, I guess, but... maybe a little bit. Okay. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm encouraged by this. I'm encouraged by this. Let's get rid of this contract window. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Can I get it? Here, here. Straighten up! Straighten up! Straighten up! Ah, pushing it there. Oh, we're down again. Okay. We're down the exact same orientation. Maybe I can roll it. I can't even roll this thing, for goodness sakes. Okay. Well, I'm providing entertainment, aren't I? Okay, Roland, we're going to try that again, because I honestly think we are really close. Oh, we're way over there. Okay. She needs to get in one way or the other. Well, they both do, obviously. But if I'm a little quicker getting to it, maybe I can straighten out, you know. Okay, don't go forward like that. Just push up. No, don't fall down. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Oh, it's so close. It wants to. It wants to. It's falling back down on her. Okay, let's enable the roll, because I gotta at least roll this over. Oh my gosh. There's always something in this game, isn't there? Okay, let's think about what we're doing. Yeah. The problem is if I retract this antenna, I'm pretty sure I will not have control of this anymore. That's my issue. So that's why I'm nervous about retracting the antenna. That might seem foolish, but I'm sticking with that. Okay, she can board. Let's try and straighten this up again. Because I'm really, like, it feels like I'm getting really close. Her RCS pack is no use. No. everyone's like, oh my gosh, she's so close. Yeah, okay, keep RCS off. I had to stand, gear. I mean, I'm on top of her, but no, come on, I'm balanced on her head. Maybe I do a little bit of translating here. Oh my gosh, okay, let's I'm precariously balanced on her head. Let's very slowly walk away. Oh, we did it. Okay, I'm gonna again turn this stuff all off. I'm getting out of dodge before this gets any worse. So one big thing, I should have put that extra set of reaction wheels in here for no other purpose than to be able to stand that thing up when I knock it over. Okay. Not going to fly into it. I'm just going to grab it. We're going to go up the ladder. Oh boy, she's moving it again. Oh, she can't. Okay. As she was climbing the ladder, she started pushing it. Like, what kind of... what kind of Wile E. Coyote physics is going on here? Okay, we got to find William. There's William. Oh, William doesn't have an RCS pack, of course. Here somewhere. Not going to get into the same problem. No. It's when they do that step. Okay. William. Boom. Board. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now, oh my god, I have 1,070... Okay, we're definitely doing a biome hop or two. I have 1,078 meters per second left here. So why don't we, again, go to map. Take a look at where biomes are. Okay, so we're here. So it's hard to tell what's what. I think these are Midlands, like just to the south of us. So we're going to go just to the south and do a little hop. I'm going to give up using this ladder. I think it was more of a terror than it's worth. Okay, engines are on. We're going to go south. Okay. South is that way, it turns out. Don't let your apoapsis get too high, and we will watch this, and this will tell us when we're out of the highlands and into the next one. There we go. I think I need to go a little bit further south, but I'm going to wait until we are close to our apoapsis. And we'll just kind of extend this trajectory out a little bit. Just pushing forward a bit. I want to keep my apoapsis from going any higher. We're just going to stretch this out. There, that should be good. Spin this around to retrograde, and we're looking for this to hopefully turn to Midlands. Oh, we are Midlands. Okay, so what we can do is simply kill our velocity that we just added. But again, we got lots of fuel, so I'm not too worried about that. Get down. Yeah, more reaction wheels would have been a good plan. Wrong way? What do you mean wrong way? I'm going the right way. Don't freak me out like that. Okay, so we don't have any more equipment to deploy. We're going to keep this one really simple. Just do all of our experiments. God, we could keep going. I just don't know where the next nearest biome's going to be. Still surprised I didn't see any greenstone. Just kill some velocity here. You know, I used to be an advocate of just putting that, taking it off of the lock to retrograde, but honestly, this is, because I used to be worried I'd do a bounce and then the rocket will flip over, but just keeping it locked to retrograde as it goes down is just the easiest thing in the world to do. Okay, about 20 meters. Oh, see the shadow. Okay, we're down. SAS again off. Let's just do this. Okay, crew report. Transmit that. Temperature scan. Oh, mystery goo. I grabbed that by mistake. Okay. Where are we at? I think I did a Did I do the mystery goo? Maybe I didn't. Mystery goo. Transmit. Yep. Seismic scan. Transmit. And material study. Transmit. And clearly, as many biomes as I can get done, the better. And we're going to keep... Oh, actually, I guess we can plant another flag. But you know what? I think we'll just do everything with roll. I think minimizing the number of people that go outside might not be a bad idea. Roll's going to stay away from there. Okay, we're going to do an EVA report. I'm going to do a surface sample. And we're going to hit another golf club. Because I'm pretty sure this is biome specific. Oh, she's hitting the club right into the... You've not done enough damage to this lander? Oh, well. Oh, no, it's not... Okay, that's that. I thought for some... Okay, so no more golf clubbing. That doesn't matter. No more golf clubbing for you. Okay, take the data, store the data, and I think she can do one more. Let's just get into here and view the data. So no, oh, she's got to reset stuff. I'm going to hang on to the EVA report. We're going to transmit the surface sample, and I think everything else I hang on to for now. Yeah, because I'm just concerned with electricity. Anything that's got no transmission penalty, I'm just... Okay, and then we're going to reset the experiments. I've been forgetting to do that. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not on... I thought I was on my Kerbal. And I was trying to use RCS to take off. Okay, just want to reset some of this stuff. Restore. Oh, I gotta redo the experiments too, dummy. Observe. Take. Restore again. Don't you go knocking that over. Alright, there's more science. What's that? And over to the other side here. Now, where is the... I never took the science from... Oh, wait, I did. No, we did do that. I transmitted and then I took another one. Yes, so this is good. We're done. And board. Okay, so... I think I'm done. Well... or whatever. So let's see. I got so much fuel. I can definitely go to another biome, even if it's far away. So let's just take a looky look. So these are, I don't know why it's so bright. I'm pretty sure those are lowlands. Could scoot down to the poles. That might be not a... Where is my station, by the way? That is an idea. Yeah, maybe... down here. I think I need to... We'll go down to these flats. Like down here. Let's set another waypoint. Down here. I got the fuel to get to there. So we got to go south and what's that? West. Southwest. 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 Oh, I can see it on here. So probably a little more south than, I don't know. We'll see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, let's go. Taking off. Pitching this way. We'll correct as we go. Oh, no, 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 no. I gotta go way, way west. Way, way west. Way, way this way. I want to keep my apoapsis from getting too high, so I am watching that. Okay, it's at 10 kilometers, so I'm going to stop. Just want to land down here. And then that gets me a little closer to the station's plane anyway, because we've been spending a lot of time dorking about, and in the meantime, Minmus is rotated. Alright, and then we're going to just get up to apoapsis, and I'm going to extend this almost like I'm doing an orbit, but I'm just going to not quite do an orbit. We'll get one more biome out of this, and then we'll head back up to the station. Okay, so 14 seconds from Apo. See the idea here? And again, I don't have to hit the waypoint, obviously, just anything. That'll do it. In that plane will be, or landing in those flats will be fine. Did I reset the goo without collecting it? Yeah, I sometimes get into... Well, it's a little late now. Do I only have... Let's review our stored data. The fact that there's an odd number is not encouraging. So we have a mystery goo from the Highlands. We have an EVA report from the Midlands. I can transmit that now. The magnetometer report, an EVA report from the Highlands. We'll transmit that. Material study, seismic scan, temperature scan, surface. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I reset the goo and never collected it. Oh well. We missed one. We missed one. All right. Slowly charging our batteries, but we're going for these flats. I do not know what these flats are called. But I don't particularly care either. Oh, there's slopes going to be around here too, aren't there? Yeah, I just went over some slopes. There sure are slopes about. I think I need to cut my losses and call it after this one. We'll be back. Okay, I'm going to roll again so the blue is up. And we're going to get ourselves over whatever flats these are, and I'm just going to... Come here. I'm just going to kill my velocity at this point. Don't need that waypoint anymore. Trash that. We are over the greater flats. Don't look too great to me, but there we go. How much science total have I gotten so far? I don't know. Oh, it's more than just 4. Oh, whoa, whoa, what the? Oh, no, they're all working. Oh, my gosh. You see how, like, depending... I thought only these two were working and these... But it's all where the camera is. That's the Waterfall mod. And there's also a spark in the middle of all that. I didn't think 4 ants would be enough to push this thing. Okay, we're on our way down. I don't know, I'm losing track of how much science. How much is back home? Because we did transmit a lot. Oh, wow, there's 342 science back home. That's exciting. That's exciting that I've just transmitted. Just looking at where the sun is. Oh, can't time warp anymore. Oh, and I never planted a second flag. Dope. See, I'm forgetting to do lots of things. Okay, just gonna reduce our throttle here. So well over 500 meters per second left, which is plenty to get back to the station. Okay, let's really start slowing down. Sure. Oh, there's my shadow over here. I always like to see the shadow. It really helps. Lovely thing about the flats is, as their name implies, they are perfectly flat. No need to worry about things falling over, unless we knock them over, which of course is always a possibility. Alright, we are down, SAS off again, and let's try and do the experiments a little bit better this time. Crew report. Meant to report, transmit that. Temperature scan, transmit. Mystery goo, transmit. Spheric scan transmit. Am I getting what messages that I can't? Oh! In range. Oh no! Remember we talked about relays and I said I didn't need relays? I need relays. We are in the communication shadow. Yes, we are on the... Okay, we're in communication blackout. So we can't transmit anything. Oh. That's just not fair. Well, it is fair. It's my own fault. I should have relays. But I don't have relays, so that is that. Okay, so EVA report. Take the surface sample. Store that stuff aboard. I jumped again for some stupid reason. Okay, let's try and do... Oh, this time we're just collecting and resetting. There's no transmitting involved to confuse me. So we are taking that data, taking that data, taking that, collect that, restore, and do it in the right order with the goo this time. You collect it, then restore it, not the other way around. And we shall plant a flag. So this is the Kantares Landing 3. Forgot to. And this is once again Roland and William. Time to go home. Our home meaning back to the station, of course. Check that I've done everything. I've done everything. I'm going to do again that one last check for the greenstone. I'm a little bit confused as to surface feature. There it is. There must not have been anything around. That's wild. So this is the surface feature finder. Oh, I can see it. I don't need it. That if you're having trouble finding things like the greenstone and that kind of stuff, it's there for you. Of course, this time I don't really have Parallax. Get out there. As an excuse as to why I was having trouble finding it. Because there's no rocks on the flats here. Look how shiny everything is, though. It's lovely. Alright. That looks like some lovely, doubly greenstone for me. Okay, it looks a little... Literally looks like a moldy wedge of cheese. Is it just me? Why is she not turning? I don't know. You would think I would have figured out this game by now. Okay, where is it? Not to take a... No. Isn't there a... something different with the greenstone you can do? Oh, I saw something change. Pick up greenstone. Bink, bink, bink. Just had to get close enough. 0 science from greenstone? I guess I've already done it. Okay. Well, alright. That was a great big waste of time. I guess I've already done it. You can only do it once. Which one's... There's the hatch. That's the one. Alright. we are on our way out of here. So we're going to go back to the station, which is not that one. I made that mistake last week. It is this one. And I believe Minmus is rotating in this direction. That's the reason why I came this way. So we're going to just... might as well save as much fuel as I can. We're going to time warp and let Minmus carry us underneath the station's orbit. And about there. Maybe a little further. There we go. And we're going to head south. The station's heading north back here, so it's going to be going south. Always make sure you're going the right way. SAS on, heading south. Again, I'm not sure I'm pointing the camera the right way, but we'll find out as soon as we start tilting over. That way. Right over. Well, it was an adventure, but I think we did some good stuff. Gee, I think the station's in a 15-kilometer orbit, if I'm not mistaken. And I just overdid that. Yeah, I got no limited probe control. Cannot time warp, because you're a mean game. Minmus certainly looks like it's made of ice cream. I think that's the running gag. Okay, don't need that. We have no more science to collect. We'll get this back. Oof, I'm looking at the time. I don't think I'll be able to do my relays, but maybe we'll get some of that building done. We did pretty good for science, that's for sure. Okay, now I can time warp. But as per always, this ends up looking like it's going to take longer than... Why is that waypoint still there? I thought I deleted you. I should have probably have... Can I unselect it? Oh, it's not showing... Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's a big ugly square there. I don't like it. I can see I got to pull my prograde vector quite a ways to the west here. I'm going to kind of position my ship about there. Though, I mean, Minmus again is very forgiving. See if I can pull it this way. Something like that. It's not bad. Alright, so that's an orbit. Let's see if we can facilitate ourselves a rendezvous. Now, I was more concerned with, although I did a terrible job of it, I was more concerned with getting in the right plane than I was with anything, but somehow I botched that up entirely anyway. So let's see if we can not get ourselves... Let's see, we'll put a maneuver up here. And we'll do a little bit of this kind of thing. No, the other way, Dorcas, McClorcus. If I burn prograde, I'll slow myself down and allow the station to catch up to me. That's the plan. That is the plan. It's just I'm noticing as I'm pushing it that this encounter indicator isn't moving, so I just am a little bit behind on the wrong side of that. Oh wait, 1 second jumps here. No. Other way? Just just doing it until I see those jump. There it goes. Now if I give a little bit of prograde. There we are. That's what I'm aiming for. And I'm doing this at the ascending node just so that that should... It's where the two orbits cross. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I got a 1.5 kilometer separation. I'm fine with that. We'll make that work. 12 meter per second burn. About the same probably at the other end. We'll reduce our throttle limiter here quite a lot. Because the burn was very short. What if I just turn off that engine? That'll feel better. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, I love burn. Yeah. It takes a bit to get used to that idea, like the burn, you go prograde to go slower. Yep. But it's a big one. Once you kind of get that, you know, everything goes a lot easier. Prograde. Well, I probably have some more science. I can transmit now. So once I do this, now that I can see Kerbal there. Coming over the poles. So we knocked off 3 biomes. That's not bad. I think regularly, because this thing again is about 1,000 meters per second when it's all fueled up. I think regularly this thing can do 2 or 3 biomes without too much difficulty. So we'll probably be able to polish off the biomes around Minmus pretty quick. Again, you can't see the flames, but trust me, it's going. Or the exhaust, or whatever it is. I'm going to finish this off with a little RCS. So you gotta be, how much monopropellant do, oh, I still got a lot left. I'm okay. Gotta be a little bit concerned, because we were using a lot of it with all our flapping about. Okay, just looking down at the intersect distance, 1.48 kilometers. Good with that. And again, we'll just position this for solar panel purposes. Oh, I'm still locked to prograde. That's why it's fighting me. Don't fight me. Don't fight me. And we're going to be there in 1 hour and 7 minutes. Is that more than an orbit? Isn't that more than my orbital period is? What's my orbital period? Oh, no. No. That makes perfect sense. I didn't realize it took us that long to get around Minmus. Okay. Okay, yeah. And I said I could do some transmitting, didn't I? Review stored data. Do not transmit that. That I can't. Transmit that one. I'm only transmitting the ones that are 100% transmit quality, if you know. So it's just the one. All right, let's go. Put that thrust limiter back on when I'm done with this. Just watching my time to my intersect, 12 minutes, 10 minutes. We'll stop a few minutes before. That feels good. Put that on target, put that on transmit. We're going to probably be coming in a little bit sideways on it. So I must not have F4. There it is. Coming at it a little bit from the side because of our inclination difference. See if we can not reduce this encounter distance. That's working. Oh, one thing I should be saying while I'm doing this, I meant to say this at the beginning of the stream, is I know last week I wasn't around to be doing any streaming, and the same thing is going to be happening next week. I'm going to be, again, away from home. So, no streams next week, but should be back the week after that again. And I gotta be honest, it's likely going to be a bit of a pattern over the course of the summer. It's just sort of there's a family cottage that we have access to, and my wife and I are working on it, and so we're spending probably about half the time here at our house and half the time there, which is a lot of fun, but it does take me away from streaming. That's what summer is for, yeah. So I think that's going to be kind of the pattern over the course of the summer. But I'll keep people up to date. It'll be probably a little bit irregular. Okay, we're about 50 seconds away. This way. Control from here. I have tons of monopropellant, so I'm not worried about that anymore. And here comes our station where we started this whole fiasco. Oh yes, it's definitely fun stuff. Well, fun stuff. It's kind of work stuff. Yeah, I gotta be honest, it took me a couple of days just to get used to doing physical labor on a regular basis. Last week, my wife and I built a small bridge. So we were pretty pleased, pretty proud of that. Okay, can I click on this docking port? You're gonna let me, aren't you? 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 You're not going to. You're a stinker. Okay, set that as a target. I gotta spin around. I do have a mod installed. There it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is over there. Navball docking alignment indicator puts that little red mark on there for those people that are new to this. And that allows you to just line up your docking ports. So I can see I need to back off here. Certainly. It just makes it nice and easy coming in. Not having to fuss with just the lining up the docking ports part of it. Getting interesting sounds from those RCS blocks. I think that sounds new. Sort of this ramp up to them. All right, so little lander's back. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to do my impactor. That's what I need to do. So after we're done this, I'm going to go right to my impactor and see if we can get some seismometer data stuff. Okay, get on. We're on. Okay, so first of all, William. Oh wait, let's deactivate all of these engines. So shut down all 5 of them. Why did I make my life so complicated? Shut down, shut down, shut down. Shut down, shut down. And we shall take William. Oh, I think I got a crew report I can transmit. But first of all, William. Where's the transfer crew button? There we go. Transfer William over to here. That's where the party is. And I believe if I review the crew report, yeah, I can transmit that crew report. And then we're going to get Roland out here, and Roland's going to collect all of the science. And move it down to our get home vehicle. Because if I don't do it now, I will almost certainly forget to do it later. Store that stuff, okay. And we'll put her in the party room. And board, okay. And I want to, while I'm thinking about it, refuel this lander. So I'm just gonna click open the liquid fuel cans, and I'm just gonna highlight or put all the ones that have to do with the lander. There's a lot of little fuel cans. That's not one of them. That's not. Is it? Oh, is it just the Oscar B? Is that my only fuel? Oh, there's more Oscar Bs over here. Okay, boom, 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 and boom. Is that it? It is. Wow. So the only fuel is 6 Oscar B fuel cans. And we will use this guy. Oh boy, here, take these off. This will fill them up from here. Turn those on and out and out. Time warping. Yeah, so let's see how much science I got. I can look over here. There's 362 science back home. So there's that. And then whatever science I stored in here. It's not a... You got to remember that I do have the science at 30% the normal take home. So I did nerf the science quite a lot. Okay, monopropellant. I want to fill those up. There we go. There should be 3 monopropellant cans. Those look like them. 2 and 3. And here's a big monopropellant can I can use to fill those up. Out. So it might not be as much science as, you know, you would normally expect. Okay, that's it. Right, so that lander is fueled and ready for its next adventure, but that's going to have to be for the future. Right now, I want to get to this guy, this Minmus Station fuel module. We're going to switch to that, and we're going to make an impactor. We're going to crash it into the surface of Minmus. And I've already done this around the moon and was rather underwhelmed with how much science it produced. And the big problem was that of velocity. So what I'm gonna do, like probably the best plan is to send something from Kerbal and have it coming all the way to Minmus and just whack into it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give myself as much altitude as I can. There's still 275 meters per second left in this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just push out my apoapsis. I don't want to leave Minmus's SOI. It's not going to be that much velocity, really, because I'm only putting in 60 meters per second. I'm not sure this is making any sense, but we're going to try it anyway. See if it makes a difference. And then the other thing is, you want to be reasonably close. Is this where... So I can look. Here's where it is. I do another one here. And take out all this velocity so it just falls down. Do I have... Why is it not showing? Oh, I guess it won't. Shoot. Where's the trajectories mod? I want it to show me where the impact is. I want to put the impact close to where the experiments are. Trajectories here. I don't think it'll show it like... Oh, there we go. So that's where my current impact is. So what happens if I go to that first maneuver and push it ahead one orbit? That should be moving that current impact. Oh, it moved it the wrong way. Screw it. I'm making my life too complicated. Just do it. We'll just do it. So we'll go back. Turn off trajectories. And I'm seeing a question. Did you not have the monoprops in a 3+1 config? I'm honestly not sure what that's in reference to. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't notice these comments till well after the fact. So Tashar, I'm sorry. I'm not sure what that's. I'm not quite sure what config. I think I use the default config, just the 4-way config. I think. So all I'm going to do is just push up my apoapsis, and at apoapsis I'm going to just kill my velocity, so we'll just fall right down and we'll see what that does for an impact. It may not be much to speak of. Okay, and 3 and 2 and 1 and go. My very, very silent engine. Nothing super precise about this, other than the fact I do not want to leave Minmus's SOI. It's my only rule. You're referring to the lander. No, I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe I messed up with refilling the... I thought I filled 3 minis. Oh, shoot. I'm just noticing something. Tashar is saying that I filled 2 minis and 1 round, but I think I used the 1 round to fill 3 minis. But at least I hope that's what I did. There are 3 mini roundified tanks on the lander, and I'm hoping that's what I did. Oh, here, delete that. Just notice that notice here. So basically, I'm just going to do this and just fall straight down and hope that we land somewhere close to where these guys are. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This is all just in an effort to just hit with more velocity. Where's Minmus? So Minmus is way down there. I want to fall that whole way. So basically at this point here, I'm just going to kill my orbital velocity, so we'll just go straight down. That's really just it. So I'm going to make this orbital velocity 0, or darn close to it. That should do her. Once I saw all of the indicators starting to fly all over the place, I knew that was... And then as we approach the surface, I'm just gonna, I got 206 meters per second left. We'll just kind of give her. But we should be picking up speed all the way down. But of course, Minmus being so small. Yeah, I'll go back and recheck that, but thank you. Whether I filled that up right. Oh, it's going to take a couple of days just to get there. Okay, put this onto ProGrade. Oh, I got Trajectories doing some funny stuff. Is there a clear targets? That's what all that junk was. Okay. I noticed that I was noticing extra icons there. I was wondering what they were, but it was Trajectories. So you can see what's happening here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be landing very close to. I don't think I am. There's the experiment. In real life, landing on the opposite side is actually a good thing. All right, here we come, Minmus. You know, I don't think it really matters if I add the velocity later or now, so I'm going to add it right now. Just punch that. We're burning this until we're out of fuel. Oh, the thrust limiters way down. There we go. Okay. Let's see how much science this gets me. I'm not terribly convinced it's going to be a whole lot. Oh, I got some stuff from the mystery goo. Now to see if we're getting anything from the seismic thingy. Almost 400 meters per second, which really on the grand scheme of things is not that fast. There we go. What? Oh, 120 science added. Okay. I'm happy with that. I just got 120 science for that. That's pleasing. I can't complain. Okay, no, we're going to go to the tracking station and we're going to go back to the station. We're going to check things. Yep, that was good. All right, I'm happy with that. I think that little loop up and loop back did some good. Okay, we're going to go back to Minmus Station. I'm just looking at the time and I don't think I'm going to get into those relays, so I think I'm going to have to do that for next episode. But I am going to check to make sure that I did fill... There are 3. Let's just aim the camera up here. There are 3. Those. Oh, I think you're right. That one didn't get full. That one did. That one did. So I did mess up. Okay. All right. Out. Fill that up. Thank you. All right. So that's fixed. And I also... while I'm here and thinking about this stuff, is I want to visit my moon station because I got Kerbals in here. Switch to that. I got Kerbals in the moon station in a lab. I got 2 scientists and they've been cranking through science. I'm kind of curious if they've produced some science for me. I don't know. So this is Moon Station. I could send another lab module to Minmus Station as well. Moon Station definitely looks a sight nicer than Minmus Station does. But do I have science here? So they have... No, they've produced 71 science so far. That's alright. That's alright. Let's transmit that science. I tell you one thing that's going to happen, though, is I do have a bunch of Eve contracts that I'd like to do. They're all uncrewed stuff. But if I ever do an interplanetary stuff, by the time I get back, these guys will have produced a ton of science for me. Alright, so that now is 70 more science added, so I'm now up to 559 science. And I got one more thing. I just realized I gotta go back to Minmus. One more thing to take care of. Switch to that. No, I should be able to unlock some nodes, which I haven't done in a while. I do have this big guy down here on the bottom. There's still a lot of fuel in it, and I don't have... Wow. I don't think I have any... I don't want to... This is my other thing I can use as an impactor. But I'm not going to use it as an impactor when I have... Never mind. I'll wait till it has hardly any fuel left. I don't want to waste this fuel, so I'm going to keep the fuel that's in here. Alright, so let's get back to the Space Center, I suppose. And I don't think I want to get... I'm just looking at my list of things to do. I got my Minmus relays, but really getting started on that build I think would be rather silly at this point. Here, we can warp the sunrise so at least it looks nice. But what I think I'm going to do, once the sun comes up, is I think I'm going to, come here, get rid of these guys because they bother me. We can take a look at our contracts that we refilled. There we go. Surface deployed seismic sensor, 120 science there. We have the screen message. Oh, that's the 6.7 science that came from the mystery goo. That will keep going. If I take a look at that contract, I'll show you what I mean here. See, it's collected now 10% of the available science. It needs to get the 50%, and this contract will get satisfied, but that will happen in the background. What I'd love to do, but I don't think this is going to be for next episode, is I want to get into doing these Eve contracts. I got a whole bunch of them here, all uncrewed, but send a whole pile of uncrewed stuff to Eve I think would be a fun thing to do. I can hear thunderstorms roaring somewhere. I don't know where they are. But I think what I'm going to do next episode is I am going to do those relays, but in that tetrahedral configuration. Should be fun. Remember, I'm not streaming next week, but I should be streaming the week after that. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Thank everybody who's watching this at a later date. Extra special thank you to my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Have yourself a fantastic couple of weeks, and we'll see you all a week from next Tuesday